T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Rips the helmet off Rudolph's head and then eventually swings it and hits him in the head.
1, 2, 3, well, you're not hardcore. But let you live hardcore. And the legend of the rich was way hardcore. Yeah! Now we're rocking.
What's up, everybody? Draft Central is live. It is time for season 14. Official live draft coverage. This is Hardcore Challenge Live, the official podcast of the Hardcore Challenge. And if you didn't know, it's the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. 32 owners, 2 conferences, only 1 champion. This is season 14. We have owners all over North America. 2 conferences, 8 divisions, and it's time to get ready to possibly crown another champion here. What do we got? We've got, let's jump over right quick. We've got, as you see up there in the corner, we've got the ticker. We've got just over 9 minutes left before the draft goes live. Those of you that didn't hear, we did have breaking news. Big trade before the draft went live. Commish's Raw Dog Nation jumped up to the 3rd overall pick. Traded my 1st and 2nd next year and my 1st in 2024 so I could jump up to the 3rd overall pick today. Wanted to get back in that 1st round, you know. I traded it away last year, so I had to make some moves. So, fantasy football is officially upon us. I have cracked the seal. What's up? We've got everybody, damn near everybody is already logged on. I see up there. We're getting ready. This up a little here. There we go. All right. Excited to see Jake is on the clock. Bad company. 1st overall pick. He's on a 17-game losing streak. He loses one more, he sets the Hardcore Challenge record. He has not won since 2020. So, you know, Jake. These 3 first-round picks that he has are huge. That's for sure. I tried to make a little move. I ain't gonna lie. I tried to go after that 1st overall pick. That's just how I roll. Fuck it. I went for the top first. I couldn't get that, so I ended up with the 3rd. But that's all right. Moves to be made. Lions, get out of here. I did pick Lions to represent the NFC. Why don't we touch on that right quick as we're waiting? Just over 7 minutes left. Draft goes live. Getting ready. If you guys are over there watching in the group, jump over to the, click on the page that the actual stream is coming from, and you'll be able to be right here in the chat with everybody else, and then we'll be chatting at the same time. Because if you're commenting watching it in the owners group and commenting in there, none of those comments are going to make it to me, and we won't be able to see them live. So if you're watching, jump over to Raider Reaction Sports and watch the stream live from there, and then you'll be able to comment, and I'll be able to see it here. But also got your chat up here, so Answer to the master. Looking forward to your first and second round picks. Answer to the master is stocked with picks right now. He is stocked, man. Tom is absolutely stocked with picks. We've got the AFC draft starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. The NFC draft starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I will be keeping track of both of them, bouncing back and forth between both draft rooms as we work through these first few rounds. So stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. Like I said, if you're over watching the group, jump over here to Raider Reaction Sports, where the stream is actually originating from. Well, let's touch on some predictions, shall we? Those of you that may have missed the prediction special, and if you did, shame on you. We went division by division. We'll start with the Great White North, as we'll pick my division champions. I picked Knox Vegas Anarchy to win the Great White North in the AFC. Lucky number 11 to win the Great White North in the NFC. Bison Broncos to win the Elite East of the AFC. Pack Attack is back, our two-time defending back-to-back league champion. First ever in the history of the Hardcore Challenge. I pick him to return as division champ in the Elite East of the NFC, our toughest division in the league. I'm picking Stinky Pinky to win the Wild West of the AFC. Lions in the Black Hole, I'm picking to win the NFC Wild West. Commish's Raw Dog Nation, it's going to win the Dirty South. It's a new dawn in the Dirty South of the AFC. I'm picking Willie and his Bandits. He's been one of the top. He was the number 1 seed last season. I don't see any reason why he doesn't return and claim that division crown in the Dirty South of the NFC. Wild cards in the AFC. I'm picking Answer to the Master and Under the Influence to return to the postseason once again. And in the NFC, I'm picking Knoxville Assassins from the Elite East, spawning 2 from our toughest division in the entire damn league. And I'm picking Bucknuts, his second year in the league, his first year in the league last year, and he got some postseason action. Drop the scarlet and gray. He's Bucknuts this year, and I'm picking him to be in the postseason. Representing the AFC, I am predicting Knox Vegas Anarchy, Kevin. And representing the NFC, I have Lions in the Black Hole, and I'm picking Knox Vegas Anarchy to win it all this season. That's what we got. We'll see if it works out or not. But that's what we got. That's what we got so far. But of course, we always got the top, and we always got the bottom too. And apparently, I've disappeared. Don't mind me. I'm just back here somewhere hanging out. But we always pick the top, and we pick the bottom too. Bringing up number 16, the bottom of the AFC. My prediction this year, I'm sorry, Reggie. I'm sorry. You went with all them Bucks. Buckerator 2002, I'm picking Reggie to bring up the cellar in the AFC. And I'm picking Donkey Punch, J-Dub, with his massage addict quarterback and his PED wide receiver, D-Hop and Watson, both a couple keepers, and they're both sitting on the fucking bench for him. So that's not good. I'm picking Buckerator and Donkey Punch to be the cellar dwellers in both of the conferences this year. Let's jump back over 3 minutes. 3 minutes and the draft is live, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes and the draft is live. AFC starts first, get a half-hour head start, and then the NFC jumps in after at 6:30 Eastern time. We got a staggered start, so I'll be able to bring first-round coverage of both of these to you here shortly. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Jump over in the NFC here. It's about to go live here in the NFC as well. Draft is very, very close. Draft day, you see it right there, man. This is the biggest day of Hardcore Challenge the entire year. This is the biggest day. Yeah, Hardcore Bowl, all that, the playoffs are great, but this is when you get a chance to really put your mark on your team going forward for this season. So this is huge, man. We're ticking down, man. Just over 2 minutes left. Getting ready to start the AFC draft. NFC draft starts. Half-hour staggered start. Who's going to be the first overall pick? This is a custom hybrid keeper dynasty league. So first 5 rounds are already keepers off the board. So these guys already have a core team put together. My keepers are Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. I got that double dip. the Burrow Chase connection. Josh Jacobs at running back, Hunter Renfrow at wide receiver, and I kept Micah Parsons for my defensive keeper. He's a fucking straight beast at linebacker, and he makes some big splash plays. As long as he stays healthy, he's going to be awesome for me. We do use individual defensive players because this is the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. There's not another league like the Hardcore Challenge out there. There just isn't. If you ain't playing in the Hardcore Challenge, you're playing minor league fantasy football, just hoping that there's an opening and you can get in. We've got 2 new owners this year, as one decided to step down, just kind of disappeared, man, fell straight off the social media map, was one of our division champs last year, been in the league for 5 years and just straight fucking disappeared. And the other, couple others had to step down for various reasons. One, because Big Dog he proved he just wasn't ready to be in this league. He wasn't up to the competition level. Playing with your damn auntie. That's right. Playing with your auntie, your buddies, hanging around the water cooler. It's the pinnacle. Steven, man. Steve Spleeve, he's just upset that I didn't pick him again. He just wants some respect. He's like, pick me to win the damn West, man. Or the East. But nah. I just think Bison Broncos is going to return. We'll see. Kind of faltered late last year there, Spleeve, so we'll see. 12 seconds left. Draft is about live. Here we go, man. Season 14. 6 seconds away from the kickoff of Season 14 of the Hardcore Challenge. Here we go.
Your team is now on the clock.
And the Commish's Raw Dog Nation is now on the clock. I'm taking Denzel Perriman, Raider linebacker. Thank you. I debated hard between Parsons and Perriman. I wanted to keep them both, so I decided, fuck it, I'm going to jump up and make a trade so I can keep Perriman. So I got to keep them both anyway. So there we go. Got both my linebackers back that helped lead my team. Raw Dog Nation, we're still on that 6-game winning streak. All right, so let's keep an eye on what's going on here. I do not have a pick in the second round, so I will be watching along here. Let's see. Let's go to the draft log. Let's see who's off the board. First in the 6th round, Breece Hall, running back. Bad company goes and gets him a running back. It's a solid pickup, man. He's going to be this number 1. Although Michael Carter is going to cut into those touches. He's going to cut into those touches because he's looked really good in preseason. Deebo Samuel. That's a solid pickup, Reggie. That's a solid pickup. Maybe you won't finish last if you make some more picks like that. He just kept a whole slate of fucking bucks. Like, all of his keepers were bucks. Every damn one of them. Usually that homer shit don't work out. Stone Ponies. Bleeding Green's on the clock. Stone Ponies. Hold on. Let me throw him. Just a little reminder there. I see that he's not on. Blackout. Let's see who Steve's going to take. Pittman's off the board. Keenan Allen's off the board with Bleeding Green. Let's see who Spleeve's going to take with his first pick off the board here. This is a keeper league. We have 5 keepers that we carry season to season. That steps up to 6 actually next season. We have 1 mandatory defensive spot, either an individual defensive player or a team defense that you have to keep, and you can do whatever you want with the rest of them. You can keep all defense if you want, but we require you have to keep 1. It's mandatory. Next year, we bump that up to 2 mandatory defensive spots and 6 keepers. So you got a solid team that you carry year to year in the Hardcore Challenge. So you get a superstar. Like I grabbed Joe Burrow last year, and Joe Burrow might be my quarterback for a while, especially since I got Jamar Chase. That's a nice double dip right there. All-Pro Afro locking up with me first week of the season. Joe and the All-Pro Afro. We got it. Week 1 matchup. Big matchup. I swept my last round of division play last year, so I got a win against Joe in our last matchup last season. Still on that 6-game winning streak. Finished 8-6. Just missed the playoffs last year, but finished with 6 straight wins, man. Climbed all the way from fucking 2-6 to 8-6 and just missed the fucking playoffs. That's some bullshit, but you know, I dug myself too big of a fucking hole. That's what happens. Takes Smith-Schuster. Solid pickup. Still wanting to see how this Kansas City offense is going to be. There's a lot of changing there with weapons. Tyreek Hill leaving. Higgins, big pickup for All-Pro Afro. So when we play any touchdowns, Higgins is going to be coming from Joe Burrow, my quarterback, when we play Joe. So that's going to be interesting. Let's run the chat. What you guys doing? Love draft day, Stinky Pinky. It is my favorite damn day of the year. It's like Christmas, New Year's, your fucking birthday, Hanukkah, all rolled into one. Trey Lance. Bad Company's going to go Trey Lance. Is this the quarterback of the future? This is the guy who's going to end the losing streak for Bad Company? That's his second first-round pick right there. He's got 3 of them. He's taken Hall, the running back from the Jets. Trey Lance. You know, with as many keepers as we have, there's not a lot of top talent. So it's not real easy to build and rebuild. You've got to have a solid draft, man. You've got to have a solid draft. 32 owners, man. What do we got? What time are we looking at here? We've got about 5 minutes into the draft so far. Wrapping up round 1 here. The NFC kicks off in about 25 minutes. NFC should be live as well. Let's go ahead and get it. Jump in over there. So we're in both of the draft rooms. There we go. Let's jump over here, check out the draft board, what we got working here. Bad Company on the clock here. This is the third. This is the third of their first round picks. He's took Trey Lance, Breece Hall, running back. All right. Williams, wide receiver. Bad Company grabs him a wide receiver, a quarterback, and a running back with his first round picks. That's solid. I whether those all 3 work out, those are solid. Probably top of the board picks at each one of those positions with what's available. Trey Lance is a big question mark. I'm not sold on Trey Lance, man. Coming out of the small schools, he didn't really have to go against top echelon defenses. Jury's a little out on me for Trey Lance. So we'll see. We'll see if that's going to be the guy that ends the losing streak, the skid for Jake from State Farm and his Bad Company. Let's jump over in the NFC, see what's going on over here. Everybody's logging on over in the NFC as they're getting ready for the draft over there. Here we go. Fumble those TDs. New blood in the AFC. Dirty South, El Pirata, Ryan Lara. He's actually one of our podcast hosts over at Raider Reaction. He's one of the other hosts with myself. So I was actually happy to see that he did win the poll and the draw to get that opening spot because I know he will be a solid owner. He's a dedicated football junkie like myself and spends his free time putting together a podcast called Right the Ship that runs on Raider Reaction. It's actually coming back tomorrow. El Pirata, the return tomorrow.
Yo, face sucker!
All right, who do we got? Answer to the Master. Answer to the Master's about to hit this plethora. He's got like 6 picks in a very tight window here. Let's see. Wrapping up here, round number 1. King Salami, All-Pro Afro, the last 2 picks of the AFC round 1 here as we're winding down. See Knox Vegas Anarchy, Answer to the Master, have already got a little banter going on over there in the chat. I picked both of them to make the postseason this year. They've been a huge rivalry that those two have. That is the second strongest division in the league. Is the strongest division in the AFC. This is the Great White North, and the last 3 champions have come from the NFC Elite East. The 3 champions before that, Great White North of the AFC. So 2 divisions have spawned 6 straight championships. We got to shake some things up, guys. Come on. Let's see. When am I? I got to pick it. This whole next round I ain't got to pick. No second round pick for me. I do have a third round pick, and I don't have a fourth round pick. And then I'm in every way, all the way through. I didn't have a first round pick before I made that trade to jump back in, get the third overall. And I like that I was able to get Denzel Perryman. He was atop the league in tackles last year, one of the top scoring linebackers, individual defensive players in fantasy. I was laboring, man, whether I was going to keep him and maybe not keep Josh Jacobs, so then I would have not had a running back keeper, or I was going to keep Perriman and Micah Parsons. I wasn't going to let Micah Parsons go. Micah Parsons has way too many splash plays, man. And the way our scoring is in the hardcore challenge, he could be huge. And he was huge for me last year. They were one of my top scorers. Parsons was, and Perryman. So I wanted to keep them both. So I kind of figured out a way to jump back in. Yeah, I traded my first and second next year and my first in 2024. But, it is what it is. I'll just make some deals and get picks back, jump back in like I did this year. I'm a wheeler. I'm a dealer. Fuck it. Let's see. All right. In the NFC, everybody seems to be logging on over there in the NFC. About 19 minutes before the NFC draft goes live. Hardcore Challenge Season 14. This is the official podcast of the Hardcore Challenge. We got live draft coverage tonight. The pinnacle of fantasy football competition. Because if you ain't playing in the Hardcore Challenge, you're just playing with your auntie, friends at the relatives at the family reunion, your buddies at work. Not real high-level competition. We got owners all over North America. A scattering of owners all over Canada. North, south, east, west, all over the United States. This is a North American league. It really is. A lot of our Great White North owners in both conferences are from do live in Canada. So this is a North American international league. 32 owners. Russell Wilson, Answer the Master, takes Russell Wilson. You think Russell Wilson's going to do anything, Tom, with the Donkeys this year, coming over from the Bitch Pigeons? I'm not so sure, man. The Broncos have been rough, and I don't know if you adding Russell Wilson is going to change anything. He kind of been on. I don't know. We'll see. All Pro Afro goes and gets Waddle. Nice pickup. I got a face off head to head with Joe in week 1. It's going to be interesting. Is it Joe that I have in week 1? Hold on. For some reason, I feel I may be incorrect. No, it is Joe. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking maybe I played Reggie. Reggie's my week 3. Starting out with Joe. Or no. I don't fucking remember. It's either Ryan I got in week 2 or Reggie, or vice versa. What's up, Richard? Richard's joining us, our Madden guru. He's the first overall pick over in the NFC. Didn't quite as have much success in his first season in the Hardcore Challenge as he does in our Madden leagues, but he's looking to bounce back this season. Jerry Jeudy, King Salami grabs Jerry Jeudy, back-to-back donkeys off the board there in the AFC. NFC, we got just over 17 minutes before the draft starts. Aaron Rodgers. Hold on a second. Damn. Back the fucking truck up. Hold on. You're telling me Aaron Rodgers was on the fucking board, Jake, and you took Trey fucking Lance instead of Aaron Rodgers? Really? I don't know about that one, Jake. I don't know. You took Trey Lance over fucking Aaron Rodgers? We're going to be watching that one, Jake. We're going to be watching that one closely. decided to take Trey Lance over Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. And Tom, formerly Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, how does Tom take Russell Wilson and not grab Mr. Rogers? I guess he dropped the name, Mr. Rogers, and everything. I'm shocked at that. I'm shocked at that. Strange. Madden Guru Fantasy Bum. I think you'll do better this year, Richard. The first season taking over for a shitty team is always rough. Oh, Aaron Donald. Have we heard how many games Aaron Donald's going to be suspended yet? He's obviously going to miss some games due to that shit in practice. Man, I just can't believe nobody kept Aaron Rodgers. That shocks me. That's the biggest shock thus far in the first round, looking over the first round. I'm surprised somebody didn't keep Deebo Samuel either. That one kind of shocks me as well. But man, bad company takes Trey Lance over Aaron Rodgers. Interesting selection. Very interesting. Answer to the master. Here's bad company. He's on the clock again. Answer to the master has 2 out of the next 3 picks coming up. We'll see what Tom's going to do here. Jump over in my chat here. Multitasking. Live draft coverage. I got the midgets helping. Don't worry, the midgets are always here. Guido and Rasputin. They're my current midgets. We like to rotate them out. You know, they get burnt out. We don't pay the best. They got to be short, man. They got to be able to work under the camera. You know, when we can't hire children, it's illegal. 1 minute left. Tom's on the clock. Another nice pickup of a wide receiver there for Jake. He's got a couple wide receivers. He's got a new running back. And he went with Trey Lance. Really putting a lot of stock in Trey Lance and maybe be in the future. And, you know, it's not a bad pickup if you're thinking about him maybe for long term. Cooks, nice pickup. Brandon Cooks, wide receiver from the Texans for answer to the master. That is a solid pickup right there. That's a solid pickup. See what we got going on over in the chat. Here we go. Live draft coverage, man. This is the most exciting day. You get to put your team together, and this is just something to work from. Now you can work from here. This is the most exciting day. There we go. See who's on the clock. All-Pro Afro. Let's see who Joe's stocking up with here for our Week 1 matchup. Got just over 12 minutes before the NFC goes live. We'll see who Richard takes with the first overall pick over there in the NFC. Melvin Gordon, another donkey, off the board. Answer to the master. He's loading up. Let's see what Tom's done thus far. He's with Cooks. Brooks, who was at top of the linebacker, but he's a little banged up, man. I was a little worried about Brooks a little bit. He's a little banged up. They're nursing him into Week 1. He's picked up some solid running backs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire for All-Pro Afro. Joe with a solid pickup there. All right. Finally, you see, I'm working in here, man. Winding up the second round here. Bleeding Green's on the clock. Starting to see some defensive guys start to get drafted. Defensive back, is that one of it's Aaron Donald? Some linebackers. Defenses win championships, man, in the hardcore challenge. If you can get the right to individual defensive players, a stud linebacker scores like a stud running back. It's a little different world. This is the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. This ain't one of them 12 owner leagues where you got this fucking waiver wire that you can just go out and pick from this gigantic fucking talent pool every week and basically reboot your team every week. That's fucking lame. Nah. We tried to make the hardcore challenge as close to owning your own NFL franchise as possible. This has been a league about 20 years in development. About 6 years of going through leagues, and we put them all together 14 years ago. We started off the hardcore challenge. This is season 14. St. Brown, I drafted him in my other league. He's a bit of an enigma with Goff at quarterback. He could be all right. I'm up in 10 picks finally. Hallelujah. My queue is probably empty. Holy shit. I can't believe I have that many guys still left in my queue after going through a whole round. Wow. These are the guys that I actually wanted to draft, and they're all still there. Well, that's fucking awesome. Debo was on Knox Vegas Anarchy. Debo was on his team, had to make some choices. Wide receivers are deep. The Debo was the best option, hard choice. Oh, I can understand that one, Kevin. Like I said, I had a hard choice. That's why I decided to make a move to jump back up. I really wanted Denzel Perryman, man. I think Denzel Perryman's going to have – he's in a contract year this year with the Raiders. They brought him in last year on a 2-year deal. So and he fucking balled out last year. And if he balls out this year in a contract year, which I think he's going to do, he could be huge. And I really wanted to have him on the team. So I had to make a move. I had the same thing. I had Micah Parsons or Denzel Perryman. And I even thought about Josh Jacobs and keeping the 2 linebackers, but they might have been depleted. Tough decisions, man, when you got a solid squad. You know, you had a solid squad. Kevin, I had a solid squad. I didn't quite make the playoffs. Didn't do as well as you did last year, but I did. Finished on a 6-game winning streak. Did I happen to mention my 6-game winning streak? That I'm still on? Did I happen to mention that, by the way? Maybe once or twice. Oh, shit. I'll take care of that, Corey. We'll take care of that right now. You should have reminded me. Good Lord. Hold on. We can take care of that now. I'll do my pick. Oh, hold on. I can take care of that now. The draft hasn't started. You got time over here. Hold on. See, we have the technology to make these things happen, Corey. We have the technology to fix these things. You know, I'm not going to do that. No. We won't do that. This draft day is too important. I don't want something to fuck up. What's up, Reggie? All right. Garage is open. Come on in. There's Buckerator 2002. He's rolling into the studio here. He's been drafting mobily. Hey, come on now, lucky number 11. Sean, I did pick you to win your division, so you got to cut me a little slack, Sean. Come on. I'm picking you to have a big year, brother. I'm picking you to have a big year. I think I looked over these I think there's a couple guys, man. Lucky number 11 was right up there at the top of the Great White North in the NFC last year. It was that crazy 3-way tie, and I think they make a step forward. I've heard that before, Joe. Fucking, he's the answer to the master. This is what we've all got to deal with. Corey, I will take care of that as soon as the draft goes final. Be the first thing I take care of. You know, you do have manager privileges as well, Corey. You could have removed him your fucking self, you know, but I'll go do it for you. All right, 19 seconds left. Bleeding Green, he's milking this clock down, man. Steady long, steady wrong. I'm coming up here. 4 picks. Take a look at the draft board here. Up in 4 picks. Up in 3 picks. Devin Singletary comes off the... Hawkinson comes off the board. Blackout on the clock. Spleeve, who's he going to take? Who's he going to take? Who's he going to take? Matt Stafford is still out there. Kirk Cousins. Still a couple solid quarterbacks that could start for your team. Top running backs out there. Running backs are really depleted so far. Still some solid talent out there, though. Tight ends, you got some solid talent at tight ends. Lots of talent on the defensive side of the ball still. I'm up next. Here we go. I'm loving my draft so far. Everything's worked out so far. And the guy that I want, still out there. The guy that I had pegged for this pick, for my 3rd round pick, he's still there. Everything has worked out so far. I couldn't believe how many guys were still on my queue. Well, then I'll just leave it up to you, Corey. You can take care of her. No, I won't worry about it. I have enough shit to do. All right. Joe. It's interesting because I'm watching Joe pick fucking right in front of me. And right around me here. Loading up his team. I got to play this guy in week 1. Joe's been solid, man. Joe's been an AFC conference champion. Take a look at the All-Pro Afro. Shall we?
Your team is now on the clock.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come in. CJ Mosley. There we go. There we go. What's up, Reggie? Yeah. Just peek your head in there. Deal with my wife. All right. It's very informal on live draft coverage. I don't do it like my other shows. We got people in and out. It's too much. Hours. This is hours. I can't. All right. I got you set up over there, Reggie. Hold on. I'm going to step off camera for just a second. I ain't going nowhere. So, y'all good? I got you set up over here. Ready to rock and roll. You can move wherever you want. That's all right. I see you got your picks in, though. That's all that matters. Get my book. I forgot to get my darn. Oh, there you go. Sign in and you're ready to rock. What's that? Okay. I didn't know you bring them with you. I was just going to come see you when I got back. I got to leave first thing in the morning to go to Miami for 2 days. How much do I have? All right, we're back. Getting Reggie set up over here on his little draft spot. Buckerator. Oh, let's see. All Pro Afros back on the clock. I want to look at Joe's team. Let's take a peek, shall we? Let's take a little peek at All Pro Afros team here. Let's see what we got over here. Since I got to face him in week 1. Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. Well, that's solid. Dalvin Cook, running back. Penny, other running back. Hollywood Brown, wide receiver. Higgins, wide receiver, although those points are going to be coming from Joe Burrow. Waddle is other wide receiver. Linebacker Wilson. Yeah, Joe's looking good so far. Joe's looking good so far. He's looking good. So I do not have a pick in this round here in the, what is this, the 4th round now. I don't have a pick here in the 4th round. We're just winding up the 3rd round. I don't have a pick in the 4th. Let me bring these back up so you hide my cue over here. I got to strategically place some clip art over here so you guys can't see my cue. Well, last draft, I had my fucking hanging myself out over there. Everybody could see what the fuck I was doing. All right. Moving along well. Oh, no. So, I have to ask, Reggie, did you see the prediction show?
I didn't see it. I heard about the prediction show. Unfortunately, I was ragged thoroughly.
Well, we recapped it on this show as well. So you
That's horrible.
just we gotta keep it fresh around here. Somebody's got to be top. Somebody's got to be bottom. You know. That 3-11 finish last year. You know.
Who finished 3-11?
You.
I did?
Yeah.
I thought I won 6 games.
No.
3 of them?
3.
That's it?
That's it. so you were second to last year. So it's not a real stretch. So, but we'll see.
Second to last? That was me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's see. King Salami's on the clock. 59 seconds left. Let's go take a look at the players off the board here. Coming off the board. Matt Ryan, Knox Vegas Anarchy. Grabbed Matt Ryan. Kirk Cousins. Answer to the Masters. Got him a couple quarterbacks there. Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson. Moved on from Aaron Rodgers. That's still the shocker to me so far, is that Aaron Rodgers was not kept and went that far in the draft before he was picked. That's the shocker to me. Aaron Rodgers was not even picked in the 1st round, was not a keeper and not picked in the 1st round. And Trey Lance and Russell Wilson both selected before him. That shocks the shit out of me. That's the shocker so far. Oh, NFC is live. Greatest show on paper's on the clock. Who's going to be the first pick over in the NFC? First pick, Richard, our resident Madden guru, finished last in fantasy last year, though. He's got that number 1 overall pick. We'll see who he's going to take over here in the NFC. Here we go. He takes Breece Hall, running back for the Jets. He was the first pick in both drafts. Breece Hall, running back for the Jets. First overall pick in both drafts.
Now on the clock.
I'm not on the clock. That's a co-owner. I'm a co-owner of that team just so I can be a fly on the wall in the NFC. So that's not technically me. That's J-Dub's pick. Fumbled those TDs. El Parata's on the clock. Ryan. I'm going to step off camera just a second. I got the mic on, so I ain't going nowhere. Got to shuffle some things around here. I can, whenever I need to. All right. Let's see. Where are we at? AFC. I'm a ways off on the AFC, so let's jump over. Let's watch the NFC first round action here as we've got Mark Andrews. Nobody kept Mark Andrews? He was the top tight end in the fucking league last year. Wow. Craven scooped up a huge pick with his first pick. Second pick, he grabs Mark Andrews, one of the top wide receivers. Wow. Or top tight ends. That's kind of shocking, too. Connor, the Renegade Outlaws. What the fuck is that? Hold on. I got to shoot him a message. I tell you. Alrighty, where we at? Let's jump back over to the NFC here. We've got 4 picks off the board. Donkey Punch takes Michael Pittman, wide receiver. Colts. Who have you taken? So, yeah, that's you. Here, hold on. Hold on.
I know my password now, so.
We got technical difficulties here. Not really, though. There you go. There you go. Let's take a look here. All right. We're clicking through these first round over here. Let's take a look. While we're clicking off some of these first round picks over here in the NFC. Let's take a look at some of these guys' rosters. What we got cooking over in the AFC. I'm kind of curious since Joe says let's take a peek here. Answer to the master: Russell Wilson, Cam Akers, William Sutton. I don't know. It's a good team. I don't know if I'd say stacked. It's still, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say stacked. He's got a lot of question marks there. A lot of question marks. Need a pen? All right, where we at? AFC. I'm coming up here soon. Pick is in. Answer the master. Another nice linebacker, Holcomb. So clicking off the board here. I'm coming back up. How you doing over there, Reggie? Let's see what Reggie's looking like here. Reggie's got Tom Brady, Ezekiel Elliott. You got Pollard too. You got two Dallas running backs.
That's gonna change.
Well, I wouldn't keep one as a backup for the other. Julio Jones, Mike Evans, Goddard, solid tight end, Debo Sam. Damn, Reggie, you actually look like you got a pretty fucking good team. Maybe he won't finish last. Not a bad team. What's up, everybody over here in the NFC? Black Hole, Martian, Lucky Number 11, Renegade Outlaws. If a misfit becomes an outlaw, do they become a champion? It's one of the questions of the season right there. We'll see. Time will tell. We'll see. Is the name change all it takes? I picked Travis last year. I didn't pick you this year, Travis. I just couldn't. You broke my heart last year. Disappointed. I was rooting for you. Let's see. Picks are going off the over here. Let's see what we got. Emperors. Black Hole. Lines. That was the top rated linebacker right there. Olakun. That's a nice pickup right there. I picked Lines. I picked Black Hole to win the NFC. You better have a good draft, Lines. Don't be pissing down your leg now. Got guys flying off the board here. NFC's moving through. Cheesehead, our newest owner, our only new owner in the NFC. God damn, we're at our quota of Packer fans. We can't allow any more Packer fans in the league. We're at our quota. Got way too many Bucks fans, way too many Packers fans. We're at our quota. Let's see here. I'm coming up. I got 9 picks still.
I'm on the clock.
Not yet. Yes, you are on the clock.
I won't hit me. What I do? Where you at?
You are on the clock. Reggie is on the clock. He's over here. Who'd you take?
Higby?
Oh, Higbee. That's a solid pickup. That's a solid pickup. You already had Goddard, though. You had 2 solid tight ends. You being
I
greedy.
know I had got it.
You being greedy over there.
And I can focus on the other stuff.
I need a tight end. Don't be taking them all, goddammit. I'm gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to trade. Pollard. Pollard's actually predicted to get more points than Zeke in week 1. Jump over NFC here. Last 2 picks here of the first round in the NFC. As we are working through. Breece Hall, the first overall pick in both conferences. Breece Hall. Interesting that shook out that way. You go ahead and call him. Yeah. Hold on just a second. Defense wins championships. I got me some stud linebackers already. I'm liking my squad so far. I've got 3 of the top linebackers in the league. Michael Parsons, Denzel Perryman, and Mosley, C.J. Mosley. Let's see, 4 picks and I'm up. What's going on over in the NFC here? Cheesehead's on the clock. Pack Attack is back. Season 14 here of the Hardcore Challenge. If you're just joining us wondering what the fuck is going on, this is the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. 32 owners, 2 conferences, 8 divisions, 1 champion. There can only be one. If you ain't first, you're last. But if you do come in second here, you still get $500. First place, $1,000, championship ring, and your name on the Mandich Cup. Named after Answer to the Master, our winningest owner. We'll show you the chart. See that? He's the one right there. He's the one right there that has all those numbers all the way across there. Let's see what's going on over here. Stone Ponies is on. This guy over here. All right. And of course, there's always one owner that has technical difficulties. I won't let you know who it is. Just know the bat phone's going off. There's always somebody that can't get in their goddamn shit and just, my internet's off. You can pay the fucking bill. Come on now. Get your cannon string internet out there in the fucking boonies, donkey fan. It narrows it down there for you. Stone Ponies takes the Miami defense. That's interesting. The first team defense off the board. Ryan with an interesting pick there. Maybe he's stoned, Pony. The Outlaw over here is having problems too. Must be something with you guys out there in the mountains in the Cannon String Internet. That's two of you over in the NFC. Both of you in the same damn division too, Travis. What's going on over there? You got Donkey Punch tripping over himself. You got the Outlaws having problems.
Your team is now on the clock.
All right, I'm on the clock. Hold on. I don't want you looking at my cues. Hold on. I gotta put my graphics up over here. Hold on. 10th pick. Hold on. I have work to do here. Sticking with my plan. I'm sticking with my plan. I have each round laid out ahead of me. I'm sticking with my plan. When are they coming? That's fine.
Your team is now on the clock.
Not all the time.
You be down there with me. And I've beaten the commissioner every season that I've been in this league.
You beat me once. We split last year. You beat me the first game, but I beat you the second game. I swept the division the last round of the. Yeah, I won the last. I got hot there at the end, but man, I was fucking 2-6 before I got hot. That's what killed me. That's what hurt me. All right. There we go. I had to pull my screen down there. I want you guys to see while I'm picking on my cue over there. You're showing my hand here. All right. Donkey Punch takes Pollard. NFC. Moving along here, moving along. They're into the second round. Last pick of the second round here. The pick is in. Thielen. Thielen was still out. He wasn't a keeper either. There was some solid. There's some solid talent out there. Taking a look at the recap here of round 1. Breece Hall, first overall pick, both rounds. I was surprised Andrew is out there as well. I mean, that's one of the top tight ends right there. Basically the top tight end last year, wasn't he? I mean, wasn't he the best tight end last year? Like, statistic-wise, fantasy-wise? He was big. Let's see. Greatest show on paper. Let's take a peek at Richard, shall we? How's Richard doing? I still can't believe he's got Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, Kittle, Chargers D. Went and got the London. I like to grab a rookie or two. Trey Lance on the bench, so he's got a solid backup to Aaron Rodgers. He's got Aaron Rodgers and Trey Lance. Looking all right, looking all right. Let's see how Willie's doing with his Bandits. Tom Brady, Derrick Henry, Cordell Patterson. I'm telling you, I'm picking Willie to win this division again. I think he's got a solid squad. He's done very well the last couple seasons. Let's see how my boy's doing over here. He's got Mac Jones. He's concerned about Mac Jones. Craven is at his quarterback because the Patriots have looked like hot fucking garbage in the preseason. Saquon Barkley is always an injury risk. Marquise Brown, Thielen. He's got a solid tight end. He's got the Rams D. He's got a solid start. He's got a long ways to go yet to finish out that team. Long ways to go. King Salami's on the clock over here in the AFC. So we're working through. What are we in? Round 6 here in the AFC. You'll see the rounds up here up at the top, and it says 11th round. Well, we have 5 keeper rounds. So those keepers come off the board the second the draft starts. So those are basically the first 5 rounds. So basically our first round is the 6th round. So you got to subtract 5. It's simple math. How's mine? Oh, let's take a peek. Let's take a peek at Blackout here. He wants some respect.
Team is now on the clock.
That's no, that's not me. Tannehill at quarterback. He's okay. He's a serviceable starter. Kamara. Is Kamara going to get in any trouble for the shit that he had in the offseason? I haven't heard anything about that yet. That's still kind of hanging out there. Fournette should be good. What's up with Fournette and the Bucks, Reggie? Is he going to be solid this year?
He gonna be all right. My boy gonna do good.
You think he's going to be all right?
He's fat as hell.
He came in fat as hell, didn't he? Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. He was Fat Lenny.
He looking good.
All right, he got the baby fat off him. He's ready to go now.
Yeah, he looking good. Ready to go.
Juju Smith-Schuster, A.J. Green. Ooh, A.J. Green. He's a bit of a – I don't know what A.J. Green's going to be this year. Fant's good. Tucker's solid. That's a solid kicker. Hold on, Blackout. Spleeve, how the fuck you got a kicker on your roster already? Hold on, man. Look at all them bench spots, man. You got like 12 open roster spots. You already went and got your fucking kicker? You got that big of a hard-on for Tucker? Really? Man, he wasn't letting anybody steal that kicker. Got him that damn kicker. Shit. Tucker's gonna be bombing 50s. He's got an inside line. Two picks away here. 2 picks away. NFC is rolling through. They're into round 3. AFC is about 3 rounds ahead of them. Let's see what we got over here. Hold on. So we're in, where are we at? We're in 11. All right. I'm sticking with my master plan. I told myself I would not veer off of my master plan. And I haven't yet. My 11th pick is coming up. Man. Tough pick here. Tough pick. Decisions.
Your team is now on the clock.
All right. Team is on the clock, huh? I'm picking, hold on. It's my pick, hold on. I'm going to take Gage. Wide receiver. Shitbirds. Here you are. Multitasking at its finest. All right. No. Let's see. Let's go take a peek. Who's the top players out there right now? Who's the best court? Tua. Nobody wants Tagovailoa. Nobody wants Fields. Nobody's taken the MILF Hunter yet. Lamar Jackson. No way. Or no. So sorry, that's the draft log. Hit the wrong button there. I was just saying, there's no way in fucking Lamar Jackson somebody didn't keep him. Does somebody take a gamble on Baker Mayfield? You know, he's going to be the starter for the Panthers. He might do a little something in fantasy. He might make some fantasy noise. Anybody going to try give Baker a shot? Oh, he kept that kicker. You kept a kicker?
What about Joe Flacco?
Damn, you didn't have nobody better to keep than the kicker? Really? I guess. This is why I didn't pick you to win your division, Spleeve. This is why. Because you kept a kicker. He's going to come back and be like, Tucker had the greatest season ever a kicker ever had. He's going to come back and shove it up my ass. See, I told you. Fantasy guru. Oh, somebody took the MILF Hunter. MILF Hunter is off the board. Zach Wilson, Stone Ponies, is off the board. Famous Jameis could be all right, man, because he throws a ton of yards, man. He slings the fucking ball. He slings the ball. He could be okay. Let's look over in the NFC what we got here. Cheesehead. Let's take a look at Cheesehead, shall we? Our newest owner over here in the NFC, one of our younger owners. Got Kyler Murray, the midget, at quarterback. He's got Josh Jacobs, Kareem Hunt, Hunter Renfrow, Robbie Anderson, Sutton, Jordan on the defensive line, Woods at wide receiver. It's not bad. It's got a solid start. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't have it get broke. Taking 2 minutes. I'll be back very shortly. We're back. I know you missed me. We're back. All right. Here we go. Blackout. Who's he taking this time? It's back on the clock. Let's see who Spleeve takes. He's keeping kickers over here. Is that possibly the first kicker that we've ever had kept in Hardcore Challenge history? That may be. I'm gonna have to go back and check the annals and the historic logs. That may be our first ever kept kicker. I like having them kickers that can get them 50-yarders and get them 5-pointers. Let's see. Where are we at here? Where are we at? I'm 2 picks away. 2 picks away. Let me peek at my queue here. Ah, you took my one guy that I wanted. Where you going, Reggie? What'd you get? What'd you take?
I took Cameron Jordan and I got Bosa.
Oh, you got Bosa too. Nice, nice. Ooh, solid. Couple big defensive linemen there. Let's see. I've got 11th, so we're on to the 12th here. 12th round total. Actually, 7th round actual. All-Pro Afro. Joe's on the clock. See what Joe does, and I'm going to follow him up here. What's going on over in the NFC? Knoxville Assassins. I picked Knoxville Assassins to make the playoffs.
Your team is now on the clock.
There we go. I'm on the clock. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see here. Hold on, it's my pick. Hold on. Hold on. We're going to take Highsmith, fill out that defensive line. Get my check my roster over here. How are things looking? D-line.
Jets kind of look good today too. Jets look all right.
Draft log. Yeah, ribs. Tape him up. Tape him up. He'll be fine. Had to look see what his injury was. He had a rib injury from Monday. Defensive guy. Tape it up. He'll be fine. Let's see. Where are we at over here in the NFC?
Now on the clock.
Zach Ertz off the clock. Renegade Outlaws is on the clock. Season 14 draft, man. We are knee deep in it. You're already ready there. Let's see, so I'm 13 picks away. My queue. My queue is locked and loaded for who I want. I think we're good. We're good. We're good. All right, let's take a peek over at the NFC. Let's see what's going on over here for a minute, shall we? Let's take a little stroll around. Let's look at some rosters here. Who do we got? Who do we got? Let's look at the defending two-time back-to-back champion, Mr. Corey, and his pack attack is back, coming in with Pretty Boy Herbert at quarterback. Let me drop those so we can see. Pretty Boy Herbert at quarterback. Kamara at running back. Is he going to be suspended? I think he's going to get suspended. Aaron Jones, Diggs, Johnson, Pittsburgh wide receiver, Lockett, Aaron Donald probably also going to be suspended. Campbell, linebacker. He's looking all right. See, he's loading up on them Packers. He's being a homer over there. That's gonna end his title run right there. Picking them homers. We can get Campbell. We'll see. We'll see. Answer to the Masters on the clock again. I'm going to cut it off here for too long. I'm not going to do the whole draft. Good Lord, it takes forever. I'm not going to be live for the whole draft. Probably wind it down here pretty shortly, actually. We'll probably knock it off at 7:30. I like to do an hour coverage of each draft. That'll be an hour into the NFC and an hour and a half into the AFC. We're starting to get some teams to show some shape. How's your squad looking there, Buckerator? Still got to deal with that running back situation. Got the two Cowboys. Although I might be willing to make a deal with you there for one of them Cowboy running backs. I might be willing to make a deal. We'll see. We'll see how things shake out here. I'm a little light at running back right now. Running back's was kind of my weakness. We'll see. Josh Jacobs.
Your team is now on the clock.
Oh, that ain't me. That's over in the NFC. Pack Attack is back. Is looking all right. Let's look at Take It Deep. Was the last champion 3 straight times there in the Elite East. Last champion before Pack Attack is back in their 2 straight. Russell Wilson, a little iffy on Wilson. Christian McCaffrey, it's like Glass Joe back there at running back. I don't trust that guy going to season. Akers, he's been a little fragile too. Lamb, Devontae Adams, there you go. There you go. I know you cried when he left. It's all right. Fremont, Wagner's solid linebacker there. Wagner. You got Gage. I've grabbed Gage as well. Got Gibson back there as a backup running back. Looking solid. Solid start. Let's look at Knoxville Assassins, shall we? Of course, he's got Mahomes, Edmund Stevenson, Metcalf, Williams, and Kelsey. That's a solid-looking squad right there. Lazard could be one of the sleepers because he's gonna get, with Adams leaving Green Bay. What's up, Damien? Damien dropped the Raider anthem of 2022, Raider Baby. If you haven't checked that shit out, it is the intro song of the Raider Nation Report, my official Tuesday podcast, and all of our game day coverage as well. He is that hot-ass Raider track you hear starting off our shows. Let's see, where we at here? Where we at? I'm up in 7 picks. Up in 7 picks, huh? Where we at? Oh my God, rookie running back for the Commanders just got shot and he's in stable condition. Who drafted? What's his name? Name, Jake. Damn. That's some breaking fucking news there. Holy shit. Just got shot. That's not what you normally hear on draft day. You just got shot?
You don't hear that a couple weeks before the season started.
Yeah, that's crazy. Brian Robinson.
How you get shot? People playing football like that.
Brian Robinson. Hold on, let's go take a look.
Why you ain't at home?
I don't see him yet. Oh, Daco has him. There we go. I was trying to see who had him. Well, that's not good. Well, hopefully he's in stable condition. But I mean, is there any such thing as a minor gunshot wound?
Your team is now on the clock.
They're all pretty major when it comes to gunshot wounds. I don't think there's such thing as a minor one. I mean, in stable condition, that means he's not going to die. But obviously, there's a bullet put through him somewhere. That's not good. Let's see here. Tight ends. I'm taking Everett from the Sparklers, tight end from the Sparklers. Sticking with my plan so far here. It's the most disciplined I've ever been in a draft thus far in the Hardcore Challenge. I got index cards. Everything's planned out. Sticking to my plan. I diverted a little bit with my big trade right before the draft, though. But I just slid everything up. Let's see here. Kenyon Drake. Is Drake going to get a job anywhere that the Raiders released him? I don't know, man. Well, we'll see. I don't think he's going to have any value, really, though. Blackouts back on the board here. All-Pro Afro took Jasecki. I was debating between Jasecki there, Joe. We were both thinking tight end there for that pick. I was debating between Everett and Jasecki. So I guess you got Jasecki and I got Everett. And if I probably went Jasecki, you probably went Everett. I was debating between those two guys right there at that pick. That's kind of funny. You went right the same pick right after me. An attempted robbery. Wow. Yeah, I guess you're right. Man. Gibson's job is definitely safe. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy news. That is nuts. At least he's in stable condition, so it's not life-threatening. So that's good. Where am I at here? All right, hold on. I'll jump off. Take a little restroom break here. I'll be right back in just a second. So I can focus. Focus, Danielson. Focus. All right, here we go. Here we go. Cheesehead on the clock over here. Let's see. NFC's a little quiet. You're not very chatty over here, NFC, in your chat. AFC's a little more chatty. NFC's all business over there. They ain't got time for fraternization. Uh-oh. Reggie's on the you're on deck again. Rams defense, that's a solid defense. They're good D. I think they might be missing Aaron Donald for a few games, like maybe a month though. Well, if that fucking helmet incident at practice the other day, they're gonna fucking fine his ass. They're gonna fine him and suspend him. They suspended Myles Garrett for the helmet incident, and he had 2. He had 1 in each hand, so he's gonna get something. Moving along over here in the NFC, season 14. Oh, he got robbed and got shot. Damn. Well, this is Washington D.C. area. It's not exactly the safest fucking neck of the woods. Let's see. I got 2 picks away here. Blackout. Spleeves on the clock. Joe. Me and Joe been trading spots all the way through. He's been stealing picks ahead of me. I'm stealing picks ahead of him. And we play in week 1. It's strange the way this draft's working out. Probably whoever drafted better is going to end up winning that game. Week 1's always interesting. You don't know what the hell your team's going to do. You don't know how your guys are going to be used. Week 1's always a bit of a. You think your team's awesome, and then you come out and you're like, shit, they didn't even use that fucking guy. All right. Where am I going here? My master plan here. My master plan.
Your team is now on the clock.
Not yet. That's over there. I'm getting there. Let's see here. Interesting. Still a lot of talent left out there, surprisingly. Still a lot of talent. I see where I'm going. Let's see if Joe steals my guy. He's got a minute left. Are you going to steal my guy, Joe? Joe's on the clock. I kind of like this this view. It's hard to see probably for you guys, though, but for watching it at home, sitting in front of the computer, I like this view. Because it shows all the players' smiling faces as they're drafted by their Hardcore Challenge owner. I had a draft last week. We started our second Hardcore Challenge Fantasy League. I'm only ever going to do 2, and this is an all silver and black Hardcore Challenge League. It's basically half of the Hardcore Challenge. It's 1 conference, 16 owners. We play the division schedule and everything, but it's basically only 1 conference, and it's all Raider fans from all over North America. And we had that last week. I was projected to go 10-4, tied for 3rd, so I did very well in that draft. And we'll see.
Your team is now on the clock.
We've got multiple franchises now. Let's see here. Did you take my guy, Joe? You did not take my guy, Joe. Thank you. Mac, running back, the Texans. There's a lot of hype around Mac. Like he may be the top dog down there. So we'll see. So I mean, as shitty as the team as it is, somebody's still got to carry the rock. So we'll see. Sticking with my plan. Sticking with my plan. We're going to go about 7 more minutes on the coverage. I'm going to cut it off at 7:30 Eastern time. Let's dip over to the NFC.
Your team is now on the clock.
Let's take some peeks here at some rosters before we call our show here. Let's see. Who haven't we really? Let's look at Bucknuts. Joe Burrow, Mixon, Fournette, Keenan Allen, Waddle, Knox, solid. Roquan Smith, Bosa. Not bad. Here, let me move these graphics so I can see that a little better. Solid. Bucknuts don't look bad. Let's check out Carroll. How's LaMartians looking? Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is a good fantasy quarterback. Puts up points. Swift, solid. Pierce. See that. It's between Pierce and Mack. There's been a lot of talk that Pierce has kind of fallen off a little bit and Mack may get the bulk of the carries. But then again, this is what I was talking about earlier. We don't know. You go into week 1, you think it might be Pierce, you think it might be Mack, and you got a 50-50 chance. You go in, you're like, oh shit, Mack may come out as the starter, but then Pierce gets the bulk of the carries because he plays hot, or they're still trying to feel it out in week 1, so you don't really know. That's where it's a gamble when you got a team like the Texans where they're just a dumpster fire. And they're trying to, they're grasping at straws all over the freaking place. So you know what the hell they're going to do. Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel. There's a couple nice. Tyreek Hill as well. Wow. Look at LaMartian here. Micah Parsons. I've got Micah Parsons. He was my keeper. Tyreek Hill, Deebo Samuel, and Cooper Kupp. There's a trifecta right there that could be that could be deadly in the Great White North of the NFC. That's a little bit of a squad right there for Carroll, our only current female owner and a perennial playoff team. Let's see what else we got. Let's check out Skull Crushers. Let's see how Gary's doing. Solid quarterback, Josh Allen. Elliott and Cook at running back. Mooney, Robinson. Pitts, solid tight end. Myles Garrett at defensive line. Derwin James. Solid. McKissick's there's a lot of hype around him as a commando running back. Could be interesting. Let's take a couple peeks at some guys over at the AFC here. Let's take a look at the Stone Pony, shall we? Ooh, quarterbacks Baker Mayfield. Ryan was the one that gambled on Baker Mayfield. He's got Montgomery and Connor. Lazard could be big. Amari Cooper, Brissett's going to be throwing him the ball for fucking 11 weeks while Deshaun Watson sits out, so that's probably not good. Got a kicker on the pup list there. He did draft the MILF Hunter there on his bench. Let's see how El Parata did here. Comes in with Josh Allen. He's had some solid keepers to start out with. Looking solid. Not bad. Ryan might be able to make some noise. He's taking over for a solid franchise. Let's see how Mr. Keep's doing with Under the Influence. Lamar Jackson, Stevenson, Herbert. Going with that Bears running back, huh, Matt? Diggs, Knox. Not looking bad. I got Matt picked to be back in. Grab Zeus White. Zeus White's a bit of an enigma for me. I think he's going to be the backup behind Josh Jacobs. I was thinking about grabbing him because I have Jacobs, and I like to have the backup in case somebody gets injured. I was thinking about grabbing him, but he's a bit of an enigma. I'm not sure how exactly he's going to be used. They used him a lot in preseason, but preseason doesn't tell you shit when they're running against third and fourth stringers on defense. It's hard to tell anything. Let's see how Stinky Pinky looks. Herbert, Swift, Robinson, Devontae Adams, Kirk, Andrews. There's a trifecta right there. That's a solid lineup right there. Wagner, solid linebacker. Moore, solid defensive back. Got Hines down there, who's will fill in at running back. Shit, he's probably the starter. It's not Swift. It's probably Hines. Pinky's. Let's look at Pinky Senior over here. Emmett Who. Let's see how he's looking here. His first season in the league. Got Lawrence at quarterback. coming off of that Urban Meyer. We don't know how he's gonna do this year. Harris is a little banged up. He's a little questionable at running back in New England. If he's healthy coming into the beginning of the year, he could be solid. Ingram, Lamb, Thielen is man, the D-Hop suspension's hurting. That's hurting him. It's a little iffy. So it's always tough when you gotta take over one of these franchises that weren't one of the best. So we hope him the best here, but looks like he may need a little work on the waiver wire there. Let's see who else we got here. Let's take a look at King Salami, division champion from last year. He's got the midget at quarterback, Kyler Murray, Mixon, Barkley, Judy, Bateman, and Kittle. That's a solid receiver tight end tandem. And Edmonds down there, he's going with the 3 running back set so far, looks like. He's got the top rated linebacker in the league as far as individual defensive.
Your team is now on the clock.
And I am on the clock over here. Let's see, what do we got? Where are we going? Let's see hold on, I gotta cover up my queue here. Hold on. Where are we going? We're gonna take Jarvis Landry, wide receiver, New Orleans Saints. There we go. And that's going to be my last pick. We're going to wrap it up there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I didn't bore you too much with an hour to an hour and a half of exciting draft coverage of people picking people behind me. But this is the biggest day of the fantasy football season. It is season 14. This is the Hardcore Challenge, the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. 32 owners, 2 conferences, 8 divisions. Only 1 champion. Pack Attack is back, our first ever back-to-back champion. He's coming back to defend his crown. We'll see if he can get it done. See if he can even get back in the postseason. He's got some injury issues, some suspension issues. He's dealing with some shit over there. So we'll see. We'll see how things work out. But good luck to everybody. We've got everybody locked and loaded. Everything is ready to go. I will give you your little rule reminders as we start to get ready about the rosters and the reserve spots and all that stuff as we start to get ready for the season. I'll be dropping my friendly little reminders in the chat and the Facebook owners group to remind you all the fun little shit that you need to do. But as a whole, man, last season was one of our smoothest seasons ever. Everybody pretty much knows the rules. I'll help out the new guys along and get them up to speed. But, I mean, last season we really had no issues. We have a rules committee that wasn't even needed. You guys know the drill. You guys are professionals at this. It's the pinnacle of fantasy football competition, and that's why you guys play in it, because you've earned the right to be in here. You guys are legit, and you play all the way to the end, and this is all anybody wants in a fantasy league. A bunch of owners who compete and play all the way to the end and give it their all. That's all you want.
Kick the commissioner's ass.
And yet they all like to see me get my ass kicked. But not this year. It's a new day. It's a new day in the dirty south of the AFC. It's a new day. Somebody's got to be it's gonna be a new division champ. I'm telling you. It's gonna be. We'll see. But thank you all for joining us, man. We've got a little ways to go yet to get our teams all loaded up. NFC is moving along. AFC is about 3 rounds ahead of them. Started at 6 and 6:30 Eastern time. A little staggered start. But thank you all for joining me. Good luck with the rest of your draft. Wednesday, we will do our Game of the Week special as we will announce the 2 Game of the Weeks. I already gave you the announcement of what they're going to be. We're going to do the breakdowns and do our Game of the Week special on Wednesday as we get ready for Week 1, Season 14 of the Hardcore Challenge. The pinnacle of fantasy football competition. Are you ready for the challenge? Season 14, good luck. Game on.